Thanks for stopping back by Wild Bird Creative. I have a really quick no mess piece here using up some more scraps and actually a piece of background that I just did yesterday because I just keep adding to my scrap heaps. All I did was take a page with just a lot of text from a magazine and run it through my printer with an image on top of it. So the text is unimportant. It just kind of adds a little bit of background interest. That's the only new thing to this. The rest of this is all bits and pieces and scraps, and I have about 1 million things to do this weekend, so I don't really want to pull out my paints and my stencils and my stamps and have a lot to clean up. So let's just get started. I have a 9 by 12 piece of watercolor paper here. And all I'm going to do is just take this scrap. It's a big scrap because it was from when I cleaned off a stencil and my brayer. So let's just put this right in here, and I'm just eyeballing it. It's not important that it be absolutely perfect. This is a really cool Appalachian Trail map scrap that I just liked the colors on it, and it was going to be discarded. So, being a scrap collector that I am, I immediately took it from the recycle bin and brought it home. I like to have lots and lots of scraps to work with. Let me just grab my brayer. Grab my little tiny glue stick here and just run it along the edge just to make sure that it gets down there. There we go. So this will be one of those pieces that you can display horizontally or vertically, which makes it nice. I'm not adding any text to it. This is another little scrap of clean off paper. It's actually one of those little yellow memo pads. And I just like the way the colors pulled together. And this is the end page from like an old encyclopedia that was also being discarded. And I like the way the tear ends up mimicking the curve of the little spot there. And I've just got a few of these, and I'm just going to stick them down in different spots. I may even wait on that one actually. I think I'm going to move on to this really cool piece and get it in place. And it's just a magazine page. Now if I wanted, what I can do is print it out and then make copies so I have lots and lots of them. But I'm really trying not to add any more to my scrap situation. I've got so many bins of scraps. But look at how nice that sits there. And then I think I'm going to bring this right there along that black line and scooch this just a little bit that way. There we go. And let's do one more here. The end pages from encyclopedias often have really great patterns, but they're also a nice thick paper, so they can be used as a cover or page in an art journal if you are interested in just having a page that's maybe a little different. I think I'll just put this here. This is just a bit of tissue that I put, just a quick imprint on. Again, use what you have. You probably have enough scraps lying around your house to keep you going for years. Let me get rid of that little raggedy edge there. There we go. And let's do that one here. Nothing fancy, quick. It's a busy time of year. I've got planter beds that need attention, regular chores that need attention. Okay, put this one on. I like stamping or doing crayon rubbings on tissue paper because it just is interesting. You never know quite how it's going to take. Now, because I want that to disappear more, I'm also going to grab a brush and put a little bit of matte gel medium over it. And just go right over the whole thing. Because it's tissue paper and it's already stuck down, it's not going to fight me too much. And I'll just do a quick layer on these and get them stuck down. You can already see how they are disappearing and the black lines are a little more pronounced, and that cool pattern behind is really starting to come through. Oops, don't want to knock that over. Okay. That just needs another quick bit here. Just go right to the edge. And you can see the way as I'm brushing it back and forth, just gently, the detail is starting to come through. Put my lid right on that, and then I have 3 circles here. I can put them all in the middle. I can put them half off. Really does not matter. It's up to you. And these are just little decorated circles. I had some scrapbook paper, and at some point I used my rubber stamp and stamped on them and then hung on to them. There we go, put him in the middle. And I think I'll put this one at the junction point here and just have it kind of echo those. Press them down. Put a little more right there just to get that edge to disappear a little more. Put my caps on everything. Remember to wash my brush. But there it is. I'm done. I have a brush to clean up. That's a good thing. I can get right back to everything else it needs doing on the weekend. I hope that you will have the confidence to just sit down and play with whatever scraps you have at hand. Newspapers are great. They glue down easily. I think everybody gets a little weekly newspaper in their mailbox. Junk magazines are great. Check your library. They often have a discard section for old magazines. The more text on them, the better. Here's another one that has some, and here's another one. So you can see, really, the text is unimportant, the pattern is unimportant, but together, they're great. So grab your supplies, make a little bit of time for yourself, enjoy things, have a great weekend, relax, create, make beautiful art, make ugly art. Just make art. Thanks for stopping by. Wild Bird Creative.